And Mike Triplett here with Nick Underhill in the fantasy edition of The Dot, brought to you by Matt Bauer's Auto Group. We say it over and over again. We're going to say it after the game if they don't get it done, but it's so obvious that this team needs way more Taysom Hill and way more Alvin Kamara. So how do you do that when you're going into this game with three backup offensive linemen who couldn't get anything going in the run game against Baltimore or Pittsburgh?
Well, I don't think you're going to have a good shot at getting a whole lot of anything done in this game with those injuries on the offensive line. Aaron Donald's going to be in there really quickly. I think it's got to be a lot of three-step drop, and that should lend itself really honestly to being able to get the ball to Alvin kind of quickly. You got to hit him on the outside, throw some screens, get him quickly over the middle. You don't want Andy Dalton back there holding the ball for too long. As for Taysom Hill, just make a commitment to him. I would get him in there. I would have him throwing some passes, have him rolling out, throwing the ball on the move, just doing some stuff to have some movement so you aren't sitting there stationary for people to tee off on you this week.
Yeah, anybody who's doing anything on the edges is a good idea against the Rams. And, yeah, with Taysom Hill, look, I know people have tuned out, especially in the fantasy community, that we keep saying, no, he's an important part of this team. But he is supposed to be an important part of this team. So there is no question that they've reached a point that they have to prove on the field that it doesn't work. Otherwise, it's malpractice that they're not trying to get it going more. So I do think we're going to see a stubborn effort to get both of those guys more heavily involved than they have been. As far as the rest of the fantasy advice, I think there's a world where Chris Olave starts producing more. Only 2 touchdowns this year doesn't match with, how many good things we've seen from him, but I don't know if this is the week that it happens if Andy Dalton's firing a ton of quick passes, and this certainly isn't the week that I'm going to trust Jarvis Landry to play a big role just yet, but I think there's better for both of them to come as the season goes on.